Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm going to show you how to install this display in my wife's 2022 Tesla Model Y Performance. So stick around, I'll show you how to get it installed in your car. So within this box, I have the Tes Studio rear display for the Tesla Model Y. I'm going to go ahead and get that unboxed now, show you what it looks like. So here's the rear display. It really looks high quality, has a nice feel to it. It actually still has a USB-C ports that you see on the bottom there, the two USB-C ports that the factory module has. So with all that being said, let's see what else we have in the box here. Looks like we also have a trim tool for removing the existing panel. And we also have some additional wiring components here. And lastly, we have the actual cable that we're going to use to plug into the existing harness. So with all that being said, let's get straight into the install. So one of the first things I actually recommend doing is making sure you slide your seats all the way up, your passenger and your driver's side seat, and then tilt them up as well. So make sure you do that as step number one. But once you do that, what you're going to do is you need to pop this bottom panel off here. And the way you do that is you come down here, basically use your pry tool that Tes Studio supplies. You go down here, you're going to basically get the thick end of that tool, and you're going to pry the bottom cover, and then you're going to work to the side like I'm doing here. You're going to basically, once you get it up underneath, you're going to go to the side, apply a little bit of pressure, and you'll see that'll pop out. You do the same to the other side, and then you should be able to get your finger underneath and pop that panel off, as you can see there. I'm going to set that over to the side, and now you're going to see there's a couple screws here that we're going to remove so we can remove this panel. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, we have two T20 Torx bolts in here, Torx screws rather. We're going to go ahead and get those removed. So I have my T20 Torx bit, and I'm going to get them out. Of course, screwing these counterclockwise. All right, we'll just loosen both of them up. All right, got that loose, and now I'm going to go ahead and screw those out. Got that one out. Get this one out here. All right, we have both of those screws out. We're going to just sit those to the side. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start to remove this panel. You should be able to start from the bottom. Just apply some light pressure. And we can take this whole panel off here, as you can see there. Very simple and straightforward. So the next step of what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this piece here. This is where the air blows out of, and I'm going to just basically pull that, and you see it'll separate just like so. And then I'm going to unplug the cable that you see here. There's a little clip here. You basically pull that up, and then you basically slide it out like so. So we now have that disconnected. All right, the next step I'm going to take here, see if I can shine a light up here. This blue connector, you're going to basically squeeze it in here. There's a little tab. You squeeze that tab in, it'll pop out like so. You're going to take the harness that's provided in the kit, and it's basically like a T-harness. So you're going to plug in the female and male end together from this side. Plug that in like so, and then you're going to do the same on the other side here. Just going to plug those in like so. All right. And then once you have those plugged in, you're going to take the other end of your connector here, and you're going to plug it into the new display. So let me get the new display here. You're going to take it, like I said, you're going to plug it into the new display like so. Be careful not to damage your screen, of course. You can just plug that in like so. And also included in the kit is the, basically it's a connector that's going to allow you to be able to block off this existing connector here that was going into the controls for your blower unit. For the rear, you're going to basically plug this in to cap it off, just like so. We're going to test the screen. I want to check and see and make sure the screen is working, so I'm going to peel off this. As you can see there, we have the screen is already on. I'm going to test and make sure that the functionality works before I plug everything back up. So as you can see here, we have this controls for the power for the air. So I'm gonna try that on here. Have the controls for the seat. Everything seems to be working just fine. So now that I've confirmed everything is working fine, I'm gonna get all of this installed, all the trim panels back on, and then we'll go through the menus and I'll show you some of the functionalities that you'll have on the display here. So as you're putting everything back together, you basically want to try to hide your wires as best as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to maneuver this bottom wire here. All right, so the first thing you wanna do is you wanna get this panel back on here. And to do that, you're basically gonna get your cables ran up through here so that they're up and out of the way, like so. You can leave that big connector down below, because that's gonna tuck behind the other panel. And basically line all these clips back up here. Line the clips back up, snap it in like so. And then you're gonna use your 2 screws, put those back in. I just like to get them started, of course, by hand first. All right, so we got those screws started. Now we go ahead and tighten them up with the T20 Torx bit. All right, now I'm just get these snug. I've tightened them all the way up by hand. I'll just get them slightly snug. You don't want to over tighten them. All right, so we got those snug now. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the screen. You're gonna basically just run this down below here, this additional cable here. Just tuck this up under the little vent that you see down here. This little vent here, you can just tuck this additional cable up under it, like so. And then once you tuck that up under, you basically going to move this cable off to the side here. I like to run it to the right side just like it was originally. And now you can basically sit the screen in and push it in place until it snaps. Just like so. As you can see here, we have the screen installed. The last piece of the puzzle is putting this little panel back on the bottom. And when you put this panel back on the bottom, you want to make sure that you have this clip facing towards the top. And then you're gonna go in here. You might have to play around with this little connector, this white connector here. Maneuver that around. I like to start and lock it down on the left side. So pushing the clips in on the left side first. All right. And then you can basically push it in and lock it in place there. So pretty straightforward, easy to install. All right, so now we have everything all installed. I just want to go through some of the menus on the screen itself, just to get you guys a little bit more familiar with what it has to offer. So on this menu here, you can see we're on the climate control menu. On this menu, you can change the climate up and down. It'll change the controls for the rear compartment back here for your passengers. You can also turn it off and on by tapping on the little power icon there. You also have the ability to move the seats forward and back, or the passenger seat specifically. So as you can see here, I can actually tap on that and you can see the seat will actually move forward and backwards. So I got it moving up, now we got it moving back. So as you can see there, you also have the ability to turn on the heated seats for the rear passengers, as you can see there. You can turn them all off at the same time as well. So very nice and easy and straightforward. Right here is you just have your general like Android settings menu. What you do have to do if you want to go onto like your internet or go online to like Google Chrome, you do have to make sure that you connect to a internet source. You can connect to like a mobile hotspot if you're on the go, or if you're at your home, like in the garage or something like that. You can of course connect to your home network and do any updates or things like that. But while you're on the go, you're definitely want to connect to a mobile hotspot so you can access anything that needs internet. But as you can see here, you can go to like YouTube, search for YouTube, play shorts, play videos, just like you could on your standard display up front. If you press the home button on the top left, it'll take you back home. Right here, you also have the ability to turn on the music, so you can control the music up front, and you can skip tracks as well. This little lock icon will basically make the screen go black there. This powers it off, or turns it off rather. The same for this little power off icon. It'll make the screen go black. Then over here, you have the ability to turn the master volume for the car up and down with these arrows here. But other than that, I mean, everything was really nice and easy to install. You know, I still have my vents down here at the bottom, so I can still feel their air coming out or heat coming out. And then one thing I did have to do, as you can see here for the temperature settings, if you go to your settings here, you do have some general settings for the tablet. For example, the temperature comes default on Celsius. I changed that to Fahrenheit. And then you have some other features and things you can change here, as well as the adjustment for the brightness. And one thing I did change is I changed it from the standard white style to a dark mode or black style, which is why my display looks like you see here. But with that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you found it informational. And if you have any questions, definitely let me know in the description down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.